Hey everybody, it's me, Kelly. Like I always say, I gotta come up with a better beginning. Do a little dance or um, have somebody open up for me. Hint, hint. Today, I've gotten a lot of requests for a few more canes that people are anxious to learn. Now, as we all know, I'm down in my art room downstairs. I have no freezer or fridge here. So, as I advise when I post on my website and when I do these, the best thing you can do is once you assemble your cane, after you, I mean, it's so weird because you have to condition your clay, which then makes it, you need it warm and pliable so you can work with it. But when you make canes and stuff, you need to then kind of refirm it up. So once you make your canes, you want to throw it in the freezer. Just set it in the freezer for 2 to 3 minutes so it firms up before you cut them. Obviously, I cannot do that because I'm downstairs in my clay room, and that would make me have to run upstairs. And as many of you know, from watching my videos, editing is not my strong point. Um, or strong suit. So for me to like pause it, run upstairs, freeze it, bring it down and cut it, it isn't going to work. As of right now, my one foster kitten that we're going to keep, Scotty, he's up in my clay and sewing room upstairs, in my art room upstairs, and I'm downstairs in my clay, in my painting and mixed media and all that other kind of stuff, the messier stuff, and all my clay stuff's upstairs. So that's why I'm going to show you how to do it, do my best to show you without having to take it to the freezer, but I'm informing you and letting you guys know, once you get to the point, I would take it to the freezer, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. I love all the comments you leave me. I love the emails I get. I love waking up every morning and having new emails and people requesting things. And, I'm going to learn how to edit, I promise. So y'all don't have to listen to me talk and whine about me not knowing how to edit. But I'd like to give you the general idea of how to do it so y'all can do it. Polymer clay is so much fun. Like I've said before, go buy the Sculpey, which is Sculpey 3, which is much softer than Primo and Fimo, which I like Primo and Fimo. They're much, firmer and whatnot. Now see if I could edit. I could edit that little boop out. But anyway, so today I got a request for a ladder cane. And I'm going to do my best here with limited supplies I have down here to show you how to do a ladder cane. It's pretty cool and very simple. So I kind of wanted to show you here. I kind of rolled them out. I picked 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors, and then I'm going to I put white in between these ones. So because once we stack them, we're going to restack them and that kind of thing. So you want to condition all your clay that you're going to use. Use your colors that you want to use. Like I said, I have a yellow, a turquoise, a purple, and a gold, like a coppery gold. Now, as you can see, my turquoise has some purple mixed in it. This has, gosh only knows what color. And the reason being is, let me try to move a little bit closer and move up. This is my scrap clay, my bag of scrap clay. And I just throw it, all in my Ziploc bag, all my scrap clay, and that's what I play with and practice with. And that's what I have down here with me. So that's why I'm using it. Now what you want to do is you want to take, let's say we have white. And actually this white is the Studio by Sculpey, the Donna Downey, as you can see. It's kind of ripped apart there. That's in my scrap pile. So I rolled out. It's very thin, maybe, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch. I don't even know. It's thin. You want it, nice, kind of thin. Depends on the look you're going for. If you're just starting, do whatever, you know what I mean? You just want it to kind of be, and you want it to be kind of in the same general size as this. Now you can see, obviously, this isn't. So I'm just going to take my blade that I still have not fixed for myself. And you can see these two aren't. And I'm going to move these out of the way, so I'll play with them later. Now I want to show you this copper one in a minute for a reason. Let me just move these out of the way. And very quickly, I'm just going to kind of take it and I'm going to kind of do my little, if it's sticking, because of course I've been working on it to, with my hands to, you know, make it, condition it, so to say. Spray water on it. Am I using the right side of the blade? For goodness sake. Boy, do I really have to. And my good blade's upstairs. There you go. But see, I like to show you guys how I screw up, because it makes it, you know, if you make a little mistake, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that, you know, if something comes easy to one person, doesn't mean it comes easy to everybody. So I'm just kind of generally, you know, cutting, trying to get the same shape as I can. Plus, I was just sitting here rolling out in my glass that I was working on. I got to bring my tile downstairs, but my glass broke as I was rolling underneath me, and I got little shards in me. I know, poor me. So I'm just showing you real quick. We're going to move it over. Same with this one. Kind of get them, you know, a little bit the same kind of size. Doesn't have to be perfect right at this second. Now, let me show you this one. My dog just snorted. This is a coppery, goldy color, right? And I've conditioned this. This has actually even been conditioned in the pasta machine. Now, let me tell you, sometimes clay goes bad. I've been doing clay since 2000, even earlier with my kids, you know, doing like craft, you know, like for holidays and stuff they would make for like family and whatnot. And this could possibly be a piece from then. And it's been conditioned probably 20 times and used for a million different things. So you can see, if you continue to put it in the pasta machine and knead it, and I had it in my hands and I'm rolling it in a bowl and everything, and it still doesn't, you know, seal up or come out smooth like you see this one, then you kind of know it's bad. It's okay. I'm going to use it in here anyway, just to show what I'm doing. But if I were doing something, you know, for somebody or to sell, I wouldn't be using it. This is more my, let me play around and see, you know, what I'm doing. Now, what I'm using is my fondant roller that I got. I love it. I got it from Michael's with a coupon. It was like $4 or something like that with my coupon. And I love it because it has these on there. I've showed you a million times. There's 2 bands, so you can get 2 different thicknesses. So when you use it, if you want to take the purple one off, then you would have something of this thickness. And if not, you keep the purple one on, and when you roll something, it becomes the same, you know, like as if you were using cards to have everything the same width. Or not width, thickness. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take my, here we go, take my white in between, again, not worrying about, I want to kind of keep my colors kind of so they don't blend, and then we'll keep, okay, so here we are. We have white, and then our yellow, and then we have our white again, and then our purple, and then white again, and then our copper, and then white again, and then our turquoise. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to stack them. And this is how I like to do it. This is called the ladder cane. So I'm going to stack this white one on here, and then pick it up and stack, pick it up and stack. There are a million ways people do this. I'm showing you my way. Now you can see I didn't trim that one yet. And you can see the outside of that. Not worried about that right this second. And I'm stacking and I'm stacking. So you want to end with your color, not the white. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off that extra coppery gold. Put him away. And you know, you don't have, if when it goes bad like this, if you are doing jewelry, and you need like a middle bead, like a bead for the middle, and you have like extra clay, like with all clay, if you have colors that mush together, don't throw them away, because you can roll this into a ball and then lay your cane or like bake it and make this as your middle. Put your hole through it, and then you have like your middle, and then you could put your stuff around it, and then, you know, it works out good that way. So now that I have this all together and you see it stacked, I'm going to take move my knife, because that's a Kelly mistake there. And I'm going to take my brayer and I'm going to roll it like this, and roll it back this way, and roll it this way. Just, you know, we're kind of flattening it out a little bit. Roll it back this way. Now I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to roll it this way, so you're getting, you know, even pressure. Okay. Just kind of roll it like that, so you get the air bubbles out, and you're kind of stretching it a little bit, because, and remember, if it's sticking to your roller or to your thing, spray water, works like a charm. All right, so here we go. I'm going to do it one more time here. And then I'm going to cut it into 4 of the same kind of size. So I'm going to kind of do it in the middle, and we all know I'm off. So I got it cut there, and then I'm going to cut this in half. And you can roll it out a little bit more if you want. It doesn't matter. I just want to give you the general idea. And then we're going to stack it. You want to, excuse me, you want to keep the, how you say, the, like the same colors together. Does that make sense? Like, so, how do I explain it? Like, okay, so when we lift this up, you know, I'm a loss of words when I'm on the spot. So I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going to lay it to the whites on top. So as it goes, it continues to, here we go. And I'm going to keep the cut sides towards each other, so it kind of looks like a sandwich. Okay. And then we want to press these pieces together so there's no air in them, because if you bake them, especially when you're doing these kind of things, you know, air gets stuck, and then you're ruining your piece. So I'm just going to run my roller over it just a little bit to make sure. And I'll turn it, and I'll roll it again on this side just to make sure. And then I'm going to trim the sides and the back off. My goodness, I'm rolling all over the place. So let's kind of trim that. And look at that neat. Let's see. All right, we're not going to focus. We're not going to focus. Really. It's cool looking. Why aren't we focusing? I don't like when we don't focus. All right. So let's see. We're going to just cut it, that end off. And now let's, you kind of want to put it into a block. You know how you reduce it, like, kind of thing, and kind of push it this takes a little bit of time. Again, we all know I have RA, but even if you have RA, fibro, or whatever, it might take you a couple extra minutes, but you can still do it, and it's so fun and satisfying. And if you need to take a break, you take a break. Roll it over, kind of give it like that. Make sure all the air bubbles are out. Now, here we go. Here comes the fun part. And let me try to move my camera down so you can see it a little bit better. I got my piece. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll it I'm going to start like at the end. And we're going to kind of like twist it. See how we're doing? And just take your time. That's why having your clay conditioned really well at the beginning really makes a difference. And we kind of want to do this twice. So you want to make like a full. So we kind of did it, you know, that's our one time, right? So now let's twist it again. One more full time. Because we're going to all that twisted up real good. Just take your time. And it's thick enough so it won't break. Just keep twisting it. Or just twist. I know I'm getting quiet because I'm concentrating and I'm just kind of twisting it. I want to make sure this kind of twists a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm going to put it back into a brick, like a square. And we kind of want it shortened. So let's just kind of give it a push with our hands. If you can't use your hands, use your rolling pin. We kind of just want to give it the... And like I said, you want to twist it one more time, go for it. If you know, you want to give it more of a... Because we're kind of condensing it now. That's the fun thing with clay. You can sew... Oh gosh, I can't believe I broke my glass thing and now my thing's moving all over the place. That's the fun thing with clay is that it's so... I mean, it could be so big, you know, the piece like we had, and then in a matter of minutes you have it into a nice shape. And I'm just moving it around using the heel of my hand. If you have to, use your roller to roll it. Doesn't hurt anything. You know, I would push down and rock it back and forth a little bit to get my end in. Shape it. One last time. Roll it around. Give it a little bit more shape one last time. Again, you could have rolled it one more time if you wanted to really get another, you know, more of a spiral look. Why is this so bright on here? I don't understand. Let me see. Let me just check something real quick. I don't like it so bright. Let's see if that does any better. Can y'all see that better? I'm colorblind, so everything's like off. My daughter fixes my colors things all the time, my settings, and then I go back and I change them because I can't see. And then she yells at me. She'll watch my videos and say, "What did you do to your color?" So maybe that's the problem. Let's see if you guys can see that better. See how cool that looks? Now imagine you can do this, this is with the different colors that we have. But imagine doing this with black and white or brown and white. And I mean, so here we are. I don't want to keep you guys forever. We have this really cool thing going on here. We've smashed it together. We've got it in our block. And normally what we would do is we would cut this way, the shorter end, right? We're not going to on this one. This one, I want to smash up just a little bit more, kind of just pushing it in very gently. I'm going to give it one more time because I'm obsessive. And when you're obsessive like me, you look at it and you're like, huh. Okay. So here we go. This is before I cut it. Look how cool that looks. Those are all the sides. So pick your side. So I'm going to use this long side and I'm going to cut it. Now this is when you would put it in the freezer. Go throw this bad boy in the freezer for like 3 minutes. Put it on a paper plate, on a paper towel, whatever. Piece of wax paper, plastic paper, whatever. And just set it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Because you want to get great cuts and a great look once you do this. So here we go. And you know what else is fun? You can use this blade, and I don't have mine down here, of course, but there's the like the crinkle blade, you know what I mean? And you could use that on here too, and that would be fun. So next time I go upstairs, I'm going to try to remember to bring the crinkle blade to show you. But I'm going to take this in, and I'm going to slice it. Now, as you could tell, it's kind of mushing down because it's not cold enough. Normally it would just cut through, plus I need handles on my thing, but you're going to see, look. Look how cool. Look what you did. Now, if we cut, I'm just going to try to form this back up again. Because I want to save this because I'm going to cut a thin one, but I want to use my crinkle cut on my next clay video to show you before I do my next. So let's just say we're cutting again. And what you'll do is, all right, now look how cool. Now you can see, because I did not freeze it, how this is going down into the pattern, which I don't want. So I'm just going to leave this bad boy alone. But look at the cool. So I'm going to save this cane for my other thing, and I'll probably throw it in the freezer when I go up, I'll throw it in the freezer and come down with my other knife and show you. Now imagine if you twisted it again. I mean, look how freaking cool. Okay, so that's that. But then watch how fun. You have this, and you have this, and you can make it into different things. You can use this against, and these are two different looks. So you're getting, this was the end piece, which was worked, which of course was different because it was the end. Now look how you can use this outside part, which is just as beautiful. You can use the inside part, which is just as beautiful. Or this is the part that we obviously cut from here, or that's with it shrunk more. Look how cool and how easy it was. So then, like I said, you have all your pieces here that we have left over. Or you could take your little crappy pieces of clay or your little spare pieces of clay. And if you want to cut, we'll just cut a few pieces. And you can kind of stretch them out on here. Let me roll it out just a little bit because it's a little bit. I mean, it's just so cool looking. Look. Let's see. Look how cool. And you just lay it out on your bead like this, and then roll it in your hands. And look, you have a great bead. It's that simple on that coppery piece. And you have a great, like, tie-dyed looking, really cool. I can't even tell you how great it looks in person, better than it does on camera. And then all you do is you just take your knitting needle or your whatever, put your hole through it. I would freeze it before you do the hole so it doesn't mush it. Stick your hole through, your needle through it. Now, you could stick it through all the way, or you could try to judge and go through it this way to get the hole so it goes through so you're not smashing it as much. You know, and then just kind of roll it on here, the round bead or whatever size bead you want. They even sell things that you can cook these on, you know, like bead trays. And they sell bead things that you can make the beads in once you do it, so you can form them so they're all the same. I like the, you know, like the organic look of them. But, and look at that. You have your hole, you have a bead, you bake it according to the directions on the clay. Bring it out. I wish it would clear up. And you have a great bead. You want to make a pendant? Use one of the pieces that you cut because you have a great back to it. And just shape it whatever way you want it. You know, if you want to make it oval, if you want to shrink it up a little bit. You want to use this as like a long bead and then make another bead, or you have a beautiful bead that you bought that matches one of these colors. You can put, you know, a thing at the top here for your eye pin, and then, you know, once it's done, you can glue it in with super glue, and then put your bead on it, and you can make a pendant. And then glaze it really cool with like glossy accents, or you know, like a glossy collage page, or 3D crystal lacquer, you know, whatever you have. And you have these great looks. And like I said, this is awesome. This could be a barrette. Bake it and then glue your barrette to it. And you can give it to a little girl. Or wear it yourself. I mean, it's just endless what you can do. And like I said, even these little teeny pieces, look how cute. And it was that simple. And you can use whatever colors you have. Like I said, you can make an animal print. You could do black and white. You could do pink and white. You could do whatever you want. So it's that simple, that easy. I'm going to save this cane, like I said, because I want to use my zigzag ruler. I mean, knife to see how it like makes it zigzag and the thing that it gets. But I mean, that's really cool. So simple, so much fun. I hope you guys have a blast. Send me pictures, send me emails, ask me questions. Keep telling me what you guys want to see. And I'll take a good picture of all these and put them on my blog. Since my camera, I'm like lighted out down here. And I hope y'all have a great day. Be kind to each other. And thank you for all your support and love. I am so blessed. And I feel... I love doing what you guys ask. I love showing things. So have a great day. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm going to try one more time with this color while I'm sitting here because it's bothering me. Is that a little bit better? I am the worst. I don't know. We'll see. It's like all like, I guess maybe because of the pattern, it makes it like not real clear. But it's so cool. Look how cool. I'm in love. Okay. Thank you guys. Have a great day.